Here we are, guys, West Texas. We're at OH Ivie, Concho Park Marina. It's like a petting zoo out here that doesn't have any fences. They've got all the wildlife you could ever hope to see. I've done lost one honey bun to these guys, but we're gonna try it again for on film. That's all I got, buddy. I can't wait to get on water because I keep on hearing about all these great big old bass, great big old catfish. You never hear anything about no great big crappie down here. We about to change that. How's it going, man?
How's it going, Jeremy?
Man, I am happy to be here. I'm glad y'all had us down here at Concho Park. This is pretty awesome. I've been able to see all kinds of stuff. It's like you all got a petting zoo here without any fences.
Yeah, we got a lot of deer that like to roam in the park, and then a lot of the families in the back, they'll feed them. They love vanilla wafers.
I understand that one about got my honey bun.
Yep, they know the call sign.
You definitely got the setup for them to come in. You got the fuel and everything. Nobody has to go anywhere. They can come in right here with the entire family from what I can see. I just got to go out there and try to get some crappie in the boat.
Yeah, that's part of fishing, right? You just got to find them.
I brought in a ringer this time.
He's a good one?
Yes, sir. There he is, Mr. Rod Silman.
JB Johnson.
Rod Silman.
Well, now that you're here, let's go check out our room. JB, you care to show us?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. We're right here beside the ramp. We're gonna go out there in the morning and try to get on some of these crappie. That's something you don't hear about OH Ivie, is the crappie fishing, and we're getting ready to go out there and check it out and see what it's all about. I've spent most of my life chasing success, chasing money, chasing respect. Truth is, nothing has brought me joy like being right here on the water. Rod in hand, hook on the line, chasing crappie. I am a crappie angler. These are our stories, and this is On the Hook. Well, guys, we are out here on OH Ivie, world famous for largemouth bass. We're out here searching for some crappie. Right now, the water temp's right at 70 degrees. We are setting currently in 37 feet of water in the center of a channel. No, we're not really fishing this 37 foot. We're fishing each side, but we're gonna work up and down the side of this channel and get in it off of some of these soft trees, some of the hardwoods, and try to get a pattern put together and try to make y'all one heck of a TV show right here in West Texas when I go after my first ever West Texas fish. Oh yeah, big old white. Big old white fish.
That's what we came for there.
That right there is what we come all the way West Texas for. Awesome fish.
Okay.
Turn around here. I know he's filming, but I want to get a picture. Wait a minute. Whoa,
Oh,
what
washing
you
it
done?
off.
What you done?
I was giving her a bath.
He's giving her a bath. I'm trying to take a picture and he's giving her a bath. Well, guys, I couldn't come to West Texas without calling one of my buddies. Y'all have seen him before, Mr. Rod Silman. You've seen him, you might not ever heard him talk, but we're gonna get him warmed up before this day's out.
It's my turn.
Go.
I'm Rod Silman. I'm the owner of Silman's Marine in Chandler, Texas. I've been crappie fishing probably 20 years now. I started out crappie fishing, with my dad and little brother growing up, and it's always been a passion. All right, what I like about crappie fishing is chasing the thump, and of course, they taste great. I absolutely think I'm gonna outfish Jeremy 100 to 1, so y'all stay tuned. Well, it's good to have you back here in the great state of Texas. Looking forward to putting some fish in the boat this morning. I hadn't been here but one time before, but I feel like we'll do pretty good.
There's your bait. Right there, Adam. Yep, that's him. Net. That's a big old wad of blackfish right there. That's a healthy little dude. Here she comes. Oh, that's a much better fish. Yes, sir. We might be on to something here, Mr. Rod. And here comes number 2. Well, that one wasn't near as impressive as the first one. They want to attack, they want it moving a little bit. Did you get him? Yep, I see him coming up. Now I could get used to this right here. This is all right.
On the Hook is presented by Crappie Monster in partnership with All Aboard Marine, HH Rods and Reels, PTG Outdoors, and JB's Fish Sauce.
No giants yet, just a bunch of good eaters. The limits down here, I believe 10-inch minimum, 10-inch minimum, 25 a day. And you run into schools like this and it ain't gonna take very long to get no 25 fish. And you can see we've got soft pines here. That's the little sprigs you see sticking up. Oh, that's a lot better fish. I may have to quit talking and get back to fishing. Right here in the middle of a river bend, we've got hardwood, we've got softwood, we've got everything in this ecosystem right here that a crappie ever needs to have. So whether the water's up or down, they should be around here somewhere. Now, of course, if they get back there in the soft pines, you're not going to be able to catch them near as easily as you can when they're out here on the hardwoods. And we got lucky and found a school of them right here, and we're going to get back in there and catch some more of them. Oh, that one's got some pull to it. It's coming up way up. Oh, I'm gonna have to tighten my drag up. I love black crappie, man. They just fight so much harder than the white ones do. And honestly, from a tournament fisherman's standpoint, most of the time, if you get on some black crappie, they will win just about any tournament anywhere in the country. They're not always as long, as impressive as the white crappie. They're shorter and stockier. And if you're going out eating them, that right there is about perfect size for a nice fillet. They've actually got more meat than what the white crappie do. Oh boy, here's the fish of the day. Now that is my jam right there. I saw him pinwheeling all the way up. I seen it on screen and the water's so clear I could see that from about 3 foot deep. Now, if y'all want to know the best part about what's going on right here, right now, go ahead, Rod. I'm gonna talk. Now, I'm gonna do what I'm good at. You do what you're good at. What the deal is here, I have never been to this lake. I've never saw this lake. Rod has been on this lake, what, once? But the people have been so awesome down here. We were just sitting around talking, and we had I had picked out 2 spots on the lake, and one of them was down in this general vicinity. I was just down a little bit further. He had picked out a spot on the mid-lake, and right now we are on the north end of the lake. We launched there out of Concho Park, and a 3-minute run, and we are sitting right here on top of some fish right now. But one of the other anglers was sitting there eating, and we just got to talking. He said, man, you've got to check this spot out. I said, okay, well, we've never fished it before. We'll figure something out. We come down here, and boom. And I have to say, we on them. Not that big, 10 inches or so. But yeah, right there's another 4 or 5 that I ain't cooked off yet. So right there is just another good little eating fish. And like I was saying, all I did was followed the 2 open water fish that were just swimming. I just followed them, They checked up on a stump. I looked down, there's a school of fish at the bottom of the stump.
Feisty.
Feisty.
Yeah. He darted out of that tree.
Just another good eating size fish. I don't know what all that is. I would like to know. Is that just a school of bass that just swam in there?
Like.
That's what it looks like to me too. Just a school of probably 2-pound largemouth. Now, this is typical. Clear water black crappie, you'll come in and just boom, 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 wear them out, then they'll shut down. You leave these fish alone for 20, 30 minutes and come back to them, you'll be able to pick 2 or 3 off of it. Leave it again for 20 or 30 more minutes, you can come back and pick another 2 or 3 off of it. And that's just a typical school of black crappie. A lot of times in this clear water, you can do what we're doing right here. You can drop on them, drop on them, drop on them, and they're not gonna do anything after they have figured you out. And the only thing you can do is move on and come back later and possibly try a little bit different bait, a little bit different presentation, and get that school fired up again.
On the Hook is presented by Crappie Monster in partnership with Cornfield Fishing Gear, Guthrie Tackle, Skinny Water Marine, and Red Gold.
OH Ivie is fed by the Colorado and the Concho River. They both come together and go in down towards the dam. We're running out through some soft pine, and that channel is super narrow through there. It's pretty cool going through there. I feel like I'm in Star Wars or something, but I know we're going to a great spot. It looked like a good one. It is a good one. Very good fish. Another big old white fish.
Yeah. Sitting up high.
That one was setting up high. It was only about 10 foot deep. There's a school of fish down deeper, closer to 20 foot. And the one single sitting by itself up top was a white fish. And I think there's 2 or 3 just singles sitting down before we get into the school. And I'd say every one of those singles will be your white crappie, and the school of them at the bottom is going to end up being your black crappie. Airmail. We can really have some fun right here, guys. Well, there's another pretty good one coming at you. Oh! I believe that's called a whiff. This timber, even though it's out the top of the water, it is super tall because we've been in 28 plus feet of water most of the time, and these fish are really stacking in down towards the bottom. It does make it a little bit more difficult getting down to the fish because you got to work through all them limbs all the way down, and sometimes it just don't work out. Just as we're drifting, they're swimming with us. Oh! Oh no, you're wrapped around a tree.
I wonder if he's still on there.
Well, I seen him. I seen that he was still on there, but I don't see him swimming around the tree now. You had him until it hooked hard.
I think there's him still there.
It very well could be. Yeah, I see something swimming there. You may still have him. There's a couple of them down there that's just doggone giants.
That's where I was headed, right then.
Yeah, that one right there is just a toad. And I'm gonna start squalling if he grabs my bait. I'll be like, right, get to that. This brings me to a good tip. This is why that I use heavy braid. It's so that I can pull the hook loose when I do get snagged, or I can grab and straighten the hook out when I get snagged. That way I'm not constantly retying all of the time. We're using hooks. They are 2X Mustad steelhead hooks made by Guthrie Tackle. they don't bend and they don't give. So you've got to rip it out. Hopefully you get it back. These fish are just using this tree right here kind of like a gas station, a pit stop, as they're coming up and down this channel, going from one side to the other, out of the soft timber into the hard timber. It's just a spot for them to stop. Got him?
Got somebody.
Oh, that looked like a good one too. Good fish?
He's down in that current.
They got hybrids
Oh,
in
yeah.
here? It looks like a hybrid. Boy, that is a good doggone fish. Yes, sir.
I should have brought a cooler.
That is a nice one, man. I should have brought a rope. Just tie it off.
They're so aggressive.
They're so aggressive. Of course, you get down there in that big old school and them little ones is gonna tear you up first. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Got him there.
Good one.
Yeah, it's a 275. That looking pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Cause I felt the butt of the rod hit the floor when I set the hook.
You had one of those two-handed Grand Slam hook fits.
Yeah.
Dang, how many fish have we caught today? It seems like a ton.
Yeah.
And it ain't but 10, it ain't even 11 o'clock yet. What time we start?
9.
I was gonna say 8, 9,
Yeah, somewhere in there.
2 hours. Jeez, I can get used to this. Oh, what was that?
Looks like there's two more hours worth of fish right here.
On the Hook is presented by Crappie Monster in partnership with Yamaha, Avid Boats, and Red River Marine.
Now this is the stuff where it really gets fun. I love it when you get on a school, you get them fired up, and you just take to ripping them. Good fish. Fast. Go, 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 go. I'm lined up. Gosh dang it, get down there. Boom. Boom, I said.
Oh my goodness.
Boom, I said. Oh man, can you see smaller crappie in 30 foot deep, looking 50 foot out? Well, that answer would be yes. He done got me twice, Rod.
He didn't get me.
Did you get him?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, he didn't come in a boat. That don't count.
We saw him though.
My eyesight's starting to go with my old age. I don't know what that was.
Did you get that?
Well, how about that? That was a stellar day. We caught a ton of fish, but Fat Boy's getting hungry. I'm gonna have to go check out that grill over at Concho. Well, Rod, the wind's starting to get up, my belly's starting to growl, and we have put a ton of fish in the boat. What do you say we go up there to Concho Park, grab us something to eat, and call it a day?
Sounds great.
Man, I appreciate you. You don't even know how much I appreciate you.
It was a pleasure.
Anytime I come to Texas, I'm gonna be hollering at you.
Sounds good.
And you should too. Make sure you check out Silman's Marine right there. Right there. He'll get you fixed up no matter where you're at. And we're not done touring Texas just yet, guys. We still got one more lake to go to while we're down here. Where's it gonna be? I'll show you next week when we get you off the hook.